In the UK, we buy 7 million second-hand cars every year.
Done.
Whether it's online or at the forecourt, we all want a good runner at a low price.
I'm thinking there's room for negotiation.
Some of the best bargains are to be found here at car auctions.
40, 50, 60, 70, give it 80.
Where dealers can make a good living.
Sold to you, sir. Well bought.
Buying cheap to sell for a big profit.
I'll buy anything if it's cheap enough.
I've got money and I'm not afraid to spend it.
1,000.
It's a world of rivalry.
Every time you keep trying to sting me, it's going to happen to you, mate, I'm telling you.
The number one thing is give it the poker face. That's the bottom line.
Underestimate me at your peril.
And risk.
If you change your mind, the second that hammer's gone down, it's too late.
It's always a gamble. These cars are someone else's trouble.
3750, that's a good offer. It's going one.
If they're lucky, they can bag a luxury car for small change.
For a great looking retro 1980s Porsche at 950, your vehicle, well done.
But get it wrong, and they'll end up blowing thousands on a scrapper.
That's beautiful, absolutely. So is she for sale then?
Walter Krobach has cars in his blood.
Because my family's been involved in cars, and I was nearly born in the back of a car, and I've been surrounded by really nice cars all my life, I think that's why I'm here. I can't shake it off, I can't get rid of it, it's me.
An old hand at car dealing, he now has his own classic car restoration business. And even on his day off, he can't keep away from them.
This looks really, really nice. Really fresh, clean. This is, it's a beautiful, beautiful car.
Anyway, for those who just joined us, welcome down to the Red Lion here on this Friday night for a bit of a karaoke hour.
In Essex, Jim Lewis dreams of the big time. To get him there, he has a finger in every pie.
If you want to sing a song, over 150,000 songs to choose
I've done so many things in life. I've had a celebrity booking agency, I've had a lookalikes agency, I used to have a furniture shop, I imported stuff from China.
Come on, Tone, there we go.
And while running karaoke nights at his local pub probably won't make him a millionaire,
Come on, Graham, get out of here. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
he's hoping a recent move into car dealing will finally earn him some serious cash.
And again.
I buy any cars that make money. So it doesn't matter whether it's a Skoda, it doesn't matter whether it's a Chevrolet, it doesn't matter whether it's a Mini. As long as I make a few quid in it, I don't really care what it is.
It's auction day, the dealers are on their way, and they're feeling confident.
I'm the Bill Gates, the Mr. Mittal, the Alan Sugar of the auctions. I should be getting a knighthood soon.
If I was a car, I'd be a Porsche 911 because it looks good, it's fast, and everybody loves it.
At small independent auctions like this one in Croydon, there's plenty of cars in the yard, but no guarantees of what you're buying.
Bit of mould on the roof.
There's no test drive, and right up until the auction starts, the cars are normally locked.
Ah, that's unusual. These cars are always locked 9 times out of 10, so it makes it really difficult for you to know what exactly is going on inside these cars. And so, the fact that this is open is fantastic, because it tells you a lot about the car. If the inside matches the outside matches the inside. If that's not the case, then that's when you need to ask yourself some questions. And also the smell. It doesn't smell that nice, to be honest with you.
Going around the auctions, there's a few risks involved. Now, not being funny, cars may look like the best thing since sliced bread, but I'll tell you what, some of them are right old clangers. You could have an F-gasket problem, you could have a gearbox problem, engine problem, you just don't know.
only at the end of the day when you pay for your money for the car and you're driving it home do you find out if you've bought a good one or not. But that's always the gamble.
Auction boss Martin has been in the game for 15 years.
It's quite funny out there, really. You get to know your regular traders. They'll always come and sort of try and pump you for a bit of information, little tidbits on a car that they want to know who it belonged to, where it's come from. It's always nice to get it from the auctioneer sometimes, from the horse's mouth.
Hello, Walter.
Hello, Walter. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I just wanted to ask a few questions about that range.
Okay. The old classic one?
Yeah, I've heard a rumour that it might have been something to do with the old bill, maybe, or something.
It was originally supplied to, we believe, Metropolitan Police as an armed response vehicle.
Right.
It's quite a nice car.
Excellent.
Bad trip down.
2 hours, should have been on the M25. What are you buying?
Probably looking at the Beamer. As long as it goes cheap enough, I might be quite interested.
Scott is trying to figure out what cars Chris is interested in and how much he's likely to bid.
Have you had a look inside?
I've had a look round, it looks quite tidy inside, yeah. But there's not really a lot of money in it, £800-900. Lucky to get 1,000 probably, so.
Now I know what he'll sell it for. I'm guessing he will go up to 600 for that car.
It's like being a private investigator. You're trying to see who's looking at what and figuring out who wants to bid on what.
Today's auction has over 80 cars up for grabs.
Right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Deal Motor Auctions. We're going to start the sale now.
3 of them are just for our dealers to bid on.
Starts off with the first lot, which will be coming around the corner.
Our first up is a 13-year-old Golf. The GTI is faster and more fuel efficient than the standard version.
Drives extremely well. It's got
A 2002 GTI in good condition could sell for £1,500. So how much will the dealers be willing to pay for this one?
You've got aircon, power steering, electric window, central locking.
It's nice, isn't it?
The dealers only have as long as it takes the auctioneer to describe the car to decide if they want to bid on it.
Sounding sweet. It looks like it's been well looked after.
I like this.
Somebody's going to buy a nice car tonight.
But there's a surprise in store.
I call this the silver door version. Look around this side. It's got a silver door on it.
What's that silver door about?
An odd-coloured door could be a sign that this car has had an accident. But new dealer Jim's not going to let a detail like that bother him.
I still want this car, but I want it for cheap. So I'm going to put them off to keep the price down.
You know what? I might be interested in this.
But why aren't they paying that door, mate? You know what I mean? It's definitely going to whack on this side, isn't it? Yeah, I'll keep away from this, mate. Definitely. I would not touch it.
So who wants to start the bidding? £100, £100 bid. 100, 125, 150.
I didn't know you liked Golfs.
I make profit on anything.
£175, 200 here, £200 bid.
At £200, Scott bows out.
£200 bid, 225, 250. Who's got 275? Any more bids anywhere else? 275, 300, 325 there, 325 at the back. Who's got £350? 350. Any more bids anywhere else? It's on sale for £350. It's a lovely car.
It is a lovely car, but I won't spend any more on a car with a door like that.
At 350, going once, going twice. Any more bids anywhere else? £350. Your car, sir. Well done, well bought.
Golfs for me are mega sellers. They come in, they go. That's what I want.
Oh, Jim, what have you done?
He ain't never going to sell it with a door like that.
A hatchback has just sold for only £350. But the next car up is a whole different kettle of fish.
Okay, next one in is lot number 92. This is the Range Rover Vogue. This is a rare car, collectible of the future, and becoming...
The Range Rover Vogue is a luxury 4x4 with iconic British styling.
Originally white, she's now got it in the green metallic. Loads and loads of interest shown.
This one is 22 years old and does a thirsty 12 miles to the gallon.
These are rocketing in price, these cars now. This is going to be a wonderful opportunity to buy an up-and-coming classic.
Classic Rangey, that's got my name written all over it.
Supplied originally to the Metropolitan Police Force. Definitely worth restoring.
I actually would be interested in the fact that this car was actually ex-police. Memorabilia is massive now. Police memorabilia sells for a lot of money.
It will do somebody a treat, you're going to earn a lot of money out of it.
Oh my gosh, that's a mess. It's like it's been pooed on by about 100 pigeons.
It's battered to pieces. There's nothing good about this car.
A very rare car, I've never seen one, I'm sure you haven't.
What's the mileage, mate?
247,000.
247,000?
How many?
It must have been the world's longest police chase to get to 247,000 miles.
However, classic expert Walter has a different take.
There is no way any Range Rover has done 247,000 miles on one engine. It's got to have been replaced.
This is a nice car. Let's get bidding now. £300 straight there, 350 here, 400, 450, 475, 500, 500 bid, 525 at the back of the room, 575 now. £600. Anybody got 650? 650 here. Who's got 675?
This car is mine all day long.
825, 825 bid, 850 here. Who's got 875?
The best thing about this car is the fact that it's ex-police. But with that kind of mileage, would I really want to touch it? I don't think so.
875, isn't it? 875, just in the nick of time. It's going once, it's going twice. Any more bids? 875. Walter, your car, fantastic buy for the money.
Everybody's got their own idea of what a car is worth. If you want the car, pay for it. It's as simple as that. And then you can just figure out what your profit's going to be and how much profit you want to make on it.
Okay, next car in should be number 77.
The final car in today's auction is a compact edition of the 3 Series BMW.
This is a very interesting car.
With a top speed of 125 miles an hour, these cars are in demand.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Nice interior, just a lovely thing.
That colour is rank.
It's like Marmite orange. You either love it or you hate it.
It's in absolutely super condition.
Lovely. I like bright orange. I think that's a good selling point for that car.
And I'll let you into a secret. I went and picked this car up myself and drove it back here. It drove extremely well.
While the other dealers are checking out the car, Chris and Paul are hatching plans.
I like this one.
Yeah, I do as well,
Do you want to go after me?
Yeah, up to 600.
Yeah, 600, yeah.
But straight away, the coalition has competition.
Paintwork, great. Mileage, great.
The colour of that BMW is perfect for the summer.
Where do you want to start the bidding? We'll
The
start.
dealers have a gentleman's agreement to only bid up in small amounts.
Go. Start low. I'm going to start at £300. Free. £500. That's what I'd like to see.
But Scott's ignoring that.
What are you doing? Bidding up that much for in one hit? You can't jump up that much. Give everyone a chance, eh?
They know me. If I want something, I get it. Don't mess around.
Who's got 525? 525 over there. 550, sir.
Two more.
7. Okay, £700.
I think we've been tucked up.
Yeah, we have been.
We can't go bidding that sort of dough and up and hit that sort of price, Scott. That ain't right. It ain't cricket.
Don't mind him.
What's Scott doing? He's overbidding. He's just bid all the profit out of it.
At £700, it's going once. It's going twice. Is there any more bids anywhere else? At 700. Mr. S, your car.
I can't believe that Scott's done it to us.
I was going to drive home in that as well.
Out of order, mate.
They're all just jealous of me. It's a bit sad, but I like it.
I hope you've bought a write-off.
Scott's beaten the others to the Beamer, but will he be able to sell his Ginger Ninja?
Scott thinks he's a big man with his big beards and his big blue suit. I think he's just a big idiot.
£675 is £700. £700.
Rival dealers have been competing to buy bargain cars that they hope to sell for a profit.
Your car, sir, well done.
Can I pay a deposit today?
You may, yeah. That's absolutely fine.
Scott's bought a compact BMW for £700, but it's only after the auction is over that he gets to check out what he's really won.
See you soon, darling. Thanks. You too. Bye-bye. No problem. Nothing that can't be fixed. This car will sell so easily it's not even worth mentioning. I think I made about 500 quid.
If he can ever stop the alarm. Walter's ex-police Range Rover also comes with a little surprise.
No way! Check that out. Jesus. Don't want to leave my dabs on that thing. I've taken an £875 gamble on an old Range Rover. If it pays off, I'm going to make £3 grand. If it doesn't, it's going to cost me £3 grand in repairs. Got a bit of damage here. That wheel looks a little bit further back than it should be. There's a little water leak that we got to worry about as well.
Sounds like a GTI. Sounds all right.
And Jim's bought a Golf with a silver lining.
And there's some money in there. £10. That's brought my cost down to 436. Not bad. I'll have that, thank you very much.
A tenner won't be enough to fix his door problem, though.
Now that's going to cost me a lot of money to get sprayed. You're talking about 120, 150. Or I could go to a Breakers, get one for 40 quid. Will I do it? I'm not sure.
While Jim decides how to get a handle on his door, Scott is listing his BMW.
Whereabouts are you? Can you pop down today? 900, no, it needs to be £1,000.
At Walter's Classic Car Workshop, his little black book of classic car fanatics has come in handy.
I've got something that's right up your street, mate. Yeah. 3.9 litre V8 manual. Okay, all right, cool. Yep, lovely. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
The rusty Range Rover has been getting a much-needed makeover.
Remember all this bonnet, how it was nasty and horrible? Now it's all nice and smooth.
His potential buyer has a very specific request.
He wants me to paint it a nice dark green NATO colour. This will go matte, obviously. I think it's going to look awesome when it's painted. I hope he buys it. You know, he doesn't have to buy it. He might see it and go, oh, I don't like it.
Walter's taking a big risk. He's painting the Range Rover a colour suggested by a man who might not even buy it. At least he's kept his costs down by doing all the work in-house. In East London, Jim's advertised the Golf he won for £350, and he may have snagged a buyer.
Nice little driver. Purrs like a kitten.
That's nice.
It starts on the button, it's reliable, it's a mint car, mate.
Apart from that door.
I know online I didn't put a picture of the door. You know, it's a nice colour silver, but it should be blue. I quite like the two-tone colour. I think it looks quite nice. I can imagine this, silver, that silver, the bonnet silver and the boot silver.
Yeah.
He doesn't even seem bothered by this door at all. I want $750 for this car. Lovely car.
650. 650, that's as far as I can go. The car's lovely. 650, I can't go any higher than that.
You're hurting me with your prices, Bill. You really are.
I'll give you 650 now. Deal.
Done.
Cheers.
I sold the Golf. I only wanted $650 for it. I got the price that I wanted.
Walter paid £875 for the Range Rover. At an off-road circuit, his potential buyer is about to see the restored car for the first time.
It's the right colour.
Yeah, no, she's all right. She's all right.
Oh, new battery, little service. It's an ex-old Bill car. It's been looked after.
The paint may be to the buyer's liking, but not everything is.
That ain't gonna shut and he's pulling over that.
Time for a test drive. Off-road style.
Whoa! Oh, yes, mate. Goes through this mud, no problem. Ain't that nice? What a nice bit of kit, mate.
Look, it's petrol.
Yeah, what do you mean? You want the grunt, you don't want a diesel.
Walter's classic 4x4 was built to tackle extreme conditions and hasn't let him down yet.
Now, you got to buy it now. Look here, it's filthy.
What are you asking for it?
I want 4,200 quid for it. It's a one-off.
They're not worth that much money. Nothing shuts on it. I'll give you £3 grand for it.
Oh. Come on. Come all this way, man. Just make me a decent offer, you can take it.
I'll drive it home and I'll pay you cash today, £3.5 grand.
Let's do it, man. I wanted 4.2. I've let it go for £3.5 grand, which is a little bit cheap, but I'm a nice guy.
It's definitely going to whack on this side, isn't it? Yeah, I'll keep away from this, mate.
Jim bought the Golf for £446, including auction fees.
Well bought.
He did nothing to it.
And there's some money in there. £10. Starts on the...
Sold it for $650
It's a nice colour silver, but it should be blue.
and made a total profit, including the tenner he found in the ashtray,
Deal.
of £214.
I'm not a greedy person, so these little amounts all add up at the end of the week.
Whoa! Oh, yes, mate.
Walter's approach involved a lot more work. He bought the Range Rover for £875. Spent just over £900 on paint and restoration.
It's an ex-old Bill car. It's been looked after.
And sold it for £3,500,
Goddamn.
bringing his total profit to around £1,600.
They're all laughing at me now. I'm laughing all the way to the bank.
That colour is rank.
Scott upset the others when he bought the BMW for £700.
That sort of going up and it that sort of price, Scott.
Go buy it then.
And while the colour may be an acquired taste,
This car will sell so easily it's not even worth mentioning.
so far no one's acquired it.
I've decided I'm going to keep the BMW. I'm going to use it as a courtesy car for a month or so.
That is funny. So is it really you couldn't sell it?
Sounds like codes to me for not being able to sell it.
Yeah.
Jim might be the newbie, but at least he sold his car and even made a small profit.
214 quid. That's a takeaway and a night on their beer.
Well, he made nothing, and I made 1,600 quid.
1,600 quid?
You made a bit of profit. You've done very well. I'll give it up, mate. What a go. All right, see you later.
Auctions. You can win big, you can win small, but the only way to really succeed is to sell what you buy.
Callum is a man hell-bent on revenge when Coronation Street goes live tomorrow night at 7:30. But next tonight here on ITV, it's Road Rage on the Yellow Lines in New Parking Wars.